Don't knock my teeth out. All right. Thank you guys so much. It's an honor to be here. It's my very first time ever telling a story, so thank you for your patience. Also, I've never told this to anybody. And so you all have just become my closest confidants. It's April 5th, 2013, and I'm perched on an exam table at the urgent care down on Ocean here. My stomach is in knots. I'm trying not to be nervous. There's a little tap on the door and the doctor comes in with a scowl on her face, just carrying a big stack of papers. And I thought, oh shit, something's wrong. Something's wrong. She says, so you're here for some back pain, are you? Before I can even answer, she says, I've printed out your Vicodin prescription history. And she hefts this load of papers to show me how heavy it is. And my eyes bug out. She says, this is just the past year. And I realized right then, as my face went hot, I'd been caught. I was doctor shopping. I had taken too many pills too quickly, and I was out. It was days before my next refill was available. And I knew what was coming. A sickness of withdrawal was gonna hit me. I've been through it many times before as I tried to quit cold turkey from this addiction, but I could never do it. I told myself I wasn't strong enough, and I just gave up. I thought back, how did I get here? I'm responsible, I'm successful, I'm educated. How did I get here to this place? And I started thinking back to every little time I had a sports injury or some dental work, I was handed a prescription for Vicodin. And then once I was diagnosed with degenerated discs in my back, that was it. I had full access, easy refills. Nobody stopped me. I remember a time several years before when I was playing Mario Kart with my son. He was in elementary school at the time. And I remember popping one of those pills and thinking, I don't have any pain. Why did I just take that pill? I thought, well, shit, playing Mario Kart's a heck of a lot more fun, right? And then I thought, it's just like a glass of wine, right? It's just to chill. But right then I had the inkling. And I knew, silently, the opioids, like a odorless poisonous gas, had crept up and hooked me. Now I'm back in the urgent care staring at this doctor. She's talking to me. I have no idea what she's saying. I can't hear anything. I remember I told her I was addicted. I told her that nobody knew. No one even knew I was taking these pills. And I cried a little. I cried tears of shame and dread because I knew what was coming. The withdrawal was horrible. I tried several times to quit. I walked out of that office with a mix of fear, shame, and a little relief, because certainly this time would be different, right? I mean, I'd been busted. Doctor shopping, that's a serious offense. I'm sure she'd already called my regular doctor and told the terrible thing I'd done. So there was no way I could fail, right? Nobody could ever give me pills again. I went home feeling dread but joy. This time I was gonna make it. And I did spend the next 3 or 4 days in bed, sick as a miserable dog with the flu, which is what I always told my family. But every time fear crept up, I thought to myself, it's gonna be in the rear view. Very soon I'm gonna be free from this. I'm gonna be free. I started getting used to the idea of quitting, even excited about it. What would life be like? A few days later, I'm driving home from work. My phone buzzes, and I look, and it's a text from Rite Aid with a wonderful automated message that my prescription refill was ready to be picked up. Almost crashed into a pole, had to pull the car over. What? My what is what? I freaking whipped a U-turn as fast as I could and headed to Rite Aid before anybody came to their senses. When I went in there, they had tripled my prescription. Instead of 10 days, They gave me a month's supply at once. And I knew right then and there, I was screwed. I was in serious trouble, and no one was coming to save me. I moved through the next year and a half bouncing between dread and denial, riskier and riskier behaviors, mixing alcohol and pills, driving like crazy. Sometimes I'd go to bed at night so high, I was afraid I wouldn't wake up. I knew something had to change. Little routine blood tests were showing toxicity in the liver, little changes, things I had to look out for. I said, it's now or never. If I don't do this, there's going to be a tragic ending. So in October of 2014, I walked into my doctor and I said, I'm addicted. I need one more bottle to wean. And on December 18th, 2014, I took the last pill. And I'm so happy to say that without any help, without anybody even knowing, I was able to quit. And I want to tell you, it's never too late for you to begin again. No matter how long, no matter how old, no matter how far you've gone, it's never too late for you to begin again. Thank you.